My face on screen. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It is time for Knights of the Old Republic 2. And look at how ugly he looks. That's a bug, isn't it? Is that a bug? Can I click off screen? I can click off screen and then terrible things happen. That is okay with me, because what I want to do here, actually, is put this all the way over there. Lovely. And then I can lower the volume as I see fit. Look at that. Captures, you can't see it, but we can listen to it properly and everything is working okay. So that doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But we're playing the restored content modification. What does that mean? It means that the game now makes sense. At least it hopefully makes sense. Because the first time I played it, and I finished it twice, I believe, I never got the ending. I never understood what the ending was supposed to be. It was a very, very good game. And then the ending wasn't there, more or less. So, let's see what happens. Okay. So the game is looking good. Those bugs maybe were just normal bugs. And we have nothing to fear. That sounds like a good time. Are we actually live? We're actually live. Okay, good stuff. It's just not a day where I stream, and that's why people are not used to this. I didn't prepare anything for this, but I have played recently Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the first one. So I think it's gonna be all right. Hopefully, it's gonna be all right. Let's see what we have over here. We have the male Jedi Counselor, Sentinel, and Guardian. And then we have the female versions of all of those. There we go. I think the... Jung, welcome to the stream. This will be a short stream. Why will it be a short stream? Why are you saying that? Is it not going to work? Do you see bugs that shouldn't be there? Because I see some bugs that shouldn't be there. Tuesday in 50 minutes. For you, not for me. New Vegas. I don't know what you mean. So it seems we have basically 3 classes. The Guardian is the fighter. The Sentinel is, I believe, the thief. And the Counselor is the talkative person with very many skills of skillness. And that's where we're going to go. We're going to try, and that looks like my character from the first game. The faces are very similar, actually. That one may be a little bit different. But we had some very similar faces. Let's go with a female Jedi Counselor. They're masters of the Force and spend less time on combat training. I was completely wrong about my things. How do they spend less time on combat training? It's the opposite. Which means they have spent less time on combat training. Recommended for advanced players only. Yes. Also for players who want to enjoy the... Oh yeah, we can't play. God, fuck me. What the hell? Yeah, the oh man, that sucks. I wonder if I can fix it. Did you see that? Tuesday's New Vegas stream, so you'll have to switch to New Vegas. I think I'll have to... I'm screwed, actually. Look at all this. Let's find out if it's soft shadows. There's something really wrong with what's going on. My Windows went away. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. That was weird that my... Oh! Soft shadows broke everything. Either that or all tabbing out of the game broke everything. That might have been the thing. Colonel Alien confirmed. Yeah, that was weird. So we are not going to have soft shadows because they break the game. As far as I can tell, we can give it a try. Let's give it another try. Because it might have been the alt tabbing. Oh, we have soft shadows now. Yep, it was the alt tabbing. The alt tabbing broke the game. Sounds good to me. We can do this. We can play the game. So, let's restart. Welcome to the stream as well, Jung. I didn't say hi to you. Did I say hi to you? I think I might have not. Is there like a mod that improves the game? Yes. So, just a quick overview. I'll go over it in the introduction to the Let's Play that's going to start tomorrow for this game. Just a quick overview. Basically, this game came out rushed. And it's a really good game. It's got really good writing and really good characters. From my memory and from everybody's understanding of the game. This is done by Obsidian. This is actually Obsidian's second game. Because their first game was Neverwinter Nights 2, I believe. No, it's the other way around. This is their first game. This is Obsidian's first game. The second game was Neverwinter Nights 2. Both sequels to BioWare games. Using basically the same engine as well. So, what happened is basically a lot of the ending is cut. And there's a mod that's called the Sith Lord's Restored Content Modification. That restores a lot of that stuff. I've never played with the mod. I've always played the original version of the game, bugs and all, and the ending is unintelligible. It is a really interesting phenomenon, because it's a game that's very well regarded in terms of how good it is, but the ending makes no sense. The ending is literally, well, that's it. See you later. Bye. That's it. That's it. It's like, there's no explanation to anything. At least from my recollection, and it has been many, many years since I played this game. Many, many years. It has been probably 15 years since I played this game, I think. It would be, right? So, I played it in 2008. And this game was for the original Xbox. I mean, it was based on a game for the original Xbox. Your favorite writer... Chris Avallone was a big part of this game. Yeah, he was. He wrote specifically one of the characters. I'm not sure if he wrote the whole story. I don't think he did. I wouldn't say he's my favorite writer. Who's my favorite writer? I don't really have favorite writers. I have really fun favorite characters. Like characters that stand out in my mind as really good. But they're not necessarily for the writing. Chris Avallone does have a very specific tone, very specific writing style, but not so much in the early games. I think maybe in this game you can see that, but not so much earlier on in his career, because he was still, a noob at this time, because he started off at Interplay as a tester. Chris Avallone started off at Interplay as a tester. And then, him and a colleague, and I don't remember who it was, and I think it must have been a senior at Interplay, when it came to making Icewind Dale 2, or Icewind Dale 1, I'm not sure. Either one of those games. I believe it's Icewind Dale 2, but I might be wrong about that. They basically wrote the whole game story in a single day, or day and a half, or something like that. So he recounts. And that's how he started his writing career, I believe. Although he might have doodled and done other stuff. I don't know. Yeah, he's very influential within... because he then went on to Obsidian and he influenced a lot of the writing decisions of Obsidian's early games. And then Josh Sawyer sort of took a stronger lead after New Vegas came out. Because Josh Sawyer is basically the biggest player in New Vegas. And so, it's kind of complicated because there's a lot of internal dynamics. It's a big company, and, whoever gets to write and who doesn't, and who wants to write things and who doesn't. Because Pillars of Eternity, Chris Avallone wrote a bunch of things for Pillars of Eternity as well, and so did Josh Sawyer, but I think Sawyer just wrote more. In terms of Obsidian's writing staff, I would say Pillars of Eternity is really where it all blooms out, and you find, like, really, really fun little bits and pieces in Pillars of Eternity. I was wondering if this thing is showing up for everybody. It is. You find little bits and pieces of in Pillars of Eternity of different writers that later on go to write the other things, and people who are not working at Obsidian anymore or just work untracked for certain work. I've been trying to like find those writers out on Twitter and follow them and try to see what they're up to. There's a lot of people that just write a bunch of things, and yeah. There's a lot of cross-pollination between In Exile and Obsidian later on after Pillars of Eternity comes out, because then they started working on the Torment Tides of Numenera game, which uses the Pillars of Eternity engine. But yeah, will you ever do Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? It's unlikely that I will. I mean, if I do, it is going to be on a stream. I could do it after. I mean, I don't know how long this game is going to take. This game came out on CDs still. The first edition was still CDs. At least that's the edition I had. 4 CDs, I believe. And it is a pretty long game. It's longer. As far as I know, it's longer than the first Knights of the Old Republic. So we'll see. So yeah, we're going to be doing New Vegas and Knights of the Old Republic at the same time. And that's the plan. So let's start a new game. Let's start a new character. We have the 3 classes here, the Guardian, the Consular, and the Sentinel. Fighter, the Spellcaster, and the Thief, and the Scoundrel. Or I think they had different names in the first Knights of the Old Republic. Of course, then I think that I'm not sure though how it's gonna work in this game. But in the first Knights of the Old Republic, the classes then went on to have specializations. In this game, the very same thing might happen. We don't know. And of course, we have the other classes, which is just the female versions of it, and that's their faces. Hello, this guy looks like my fella from the he was a consular as well from the first game, the Let's Play that I did of the first Knights of the Old Republic. So let's start off as a consular, because Jedi consulars are masters of the Force and spend less time on combat training, which might hint at them requiring less combat training because they're so good, but that's actually the opposite. They just don't train combat. So that's how that works. Recommended for advanced players only. Well, I'm an advanced player. Well, no, I'm not an advanced player. So even though this game supports, by default, it supports widescreen resolutions, it's stretching my portrait. That portrait is not square. Look at that face. That face. Those don't go together. That's a very wide face, big ears. So let's see. This is a system much like the first Knights of the Old Republic. It's a system based on the Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 that they made up because basically KOTOR, the original one, was based off of Neverwinter Nights, yeah. So let's. It's of course all turned into Star Wars. I'm not sure if Dungeons and Dragons has a module for Star Wars. I wonder if that's the case. Either way, custom characters the only way to play role-playing games, and let's look at our portrait. Oh, she looks really cute. Advance in your ears. I can't pronounce words. It's the other ears. Advance in your ears. Let's see, what do we have over here? Oh, that changes the face as well. So it's not just a portrait. This is good. You know how tough it is in games like Pillars of Eternity to be able to customize your face and then have a limited selection of portraits? You know how tough it is then to you realize, I made this face that I like, but I have no portrait that looks like it. So you have to choose between having a portrait that doesn't look like your character, and vice versa, or just having a certain set of characters that you can look like. I like that face. It's the nose. I like that. That's good. Let's look. Oh, she's menacing. Okay, I like that as well. I like that hairstyle. Oh, purple hair, lovely. That looks good. She looks really good. Okay, we have a lot of portraits that are very good. Nobody of really dark skin so far, but, you know, maybe it's just the way the lighting system works and the palette systems, because we do have black people. But, yeah. So, I would say I like this one is good. I like this one. But I also like this one. So, I'll go with that. Pillars of Eternity, Wasteland, etc. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Jung. Because I sort of lost track of the conversation. I'm sorry. So let's go with it. And that is the portrait. As for our attributes, the attributes of your character apply bonuses or penalties to everything from combat to skill checks to force powers. Check each attribute to see what aspects of gameplay. 2 different words. This is a very old game. They didn't have all in one word. It can affect. So, yeah, we have the Dungeons & Dragons situation. So, because we're going to be a spellcaster, we're going to want Wisdom. What Wisdom does, it represents willpower and perception. That's like straight out of Dungeons & Dragons. High Wisdom adds to Jedi Force points and Force Power saving throws. That's the most important thing. Because... And we're going to worry about whether we go up to 18 or not in a little bit. But because what this means is that when we cast force powers, the enemies have a higher have a lot of hard time. Basically, they have a hard time resisting the force powers, and that's important because the force powers are really cool to use. They're honestly the most interesting way of playing the game, I feel. Yeah, I think I did a counselor as well in my first game, although I basically failed at understanding the system. Let's see if this game makes it any easier, because there's a lot of improvements in the combat system, if I remember correctly. As for charisma, increases the potency of a character's force powers. It also reduces the penalty when using force powers of an opposing alignment, which we don't really want to do. And a high charisma also improves your companion's chance to hit. Finally, charisma influences a character's persuade skill. Now, we do want to have a certain amount of persuade skill, so that looks like a good time for everybody involved. We are probably not gonna go up to 18, but we're gonna leave it over there, and let's see what else we're gonna do. Portrait is not matching, yeah. Pillars of Eternity and... No, actually, Wasteland 2 specifically, although Wasteland 3 goes back to that. But in Wasteland 2, you can take a photo of your character, and that's really cool. I like that a lot, because it just shows the character's face. It's just good. So, intelligence represents knowledge and reasoning, adds modifiers to the number of points a character has to spend on essential skills. Now, that's actually pretty important. You don't want to have a debuff on that, so I'll go up to 10. But this is mostly going to be alright for me, because I'm not going to have too many skills. We're going to use our companions for that. I'm going to show you why that is not a problem in a little bit. So we're probably going to need a little bit of Constitution, and very little strength and a lot of dexterity. Basically, the rest of the dexterity. Okay, that's not too shabby. That's not too shabby. So dexterity is important so that you don't get hit as much. Because it affects agility and reflexes, armor class, that's what it means. And so, yeah, I think this is a good build. Not very high Constitution, but not too much of a compromise in regards to Constitution and Intelligence, which is a thing. And we just go with Wisdom, which is the most important thing. We do have one remaining point, so maybe I'll change that. Melee Counselor. Yeah. The thing, yeah, we are gonna need to do melee though. That's just a reality. I'm wondering. The thing is this. As we get more perks, as we get more stats throughout, as we level up, because I think it's every 4 levels you get a new stat. It doesn't matter. This distribution point doesn't matter. This +3, it doesn't matter because you apply it to over there. So what you really want to do, ideally, is it's not ideally, I suppose, but it's like the points that you apply per level, they cost the same no matter how high the skill is. You can get strength from 8 to 9, or you can get wisdom from 18 to 19. Same cost. So it's better for you to get as few high skills here as possible. You know what I mean? But I do want to have charisma. Like, I think this is an important thing. And I could get an extra... I mean, I could get strength. The thing with strength is that if with a +1 to strength, I can actually get it to 0. That's not too bad, but I'm not going to be using +1 items. 12 strength and 12 intelligence. That's probably good for fighters. No, actually it isn't. For fighters, you probably want to have at least 14 strength. 12 intelligence is pretty decent. I don't remember how many skills we have access to as a counselor. I think it's the rogue that has the most skills. The thief one. And that's for the thief, it's very important to have a lot of intelligence so you can take advantage of all the skills that you have access to. So what I want to do is I want to spend that remaining remaining point, and what we're gonna do is we're either gonna take away from dexterity, and put it in to wisdom, and max wisdom out. Oh, it's for conversations. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very much, it's very much needed. Thank you very much. That's very much, that's very important. So I could throw away dexterity. How about this build? Very little dexterity. We're just gonna be squishy as all hell, and maxed out wisdom, which is good to do. It's a little bit it's a little bit on the. I mean, the thing is, we're gonna go with maxed out wisdom. We're gonna be a powerhouse later in the game. It's gonna be all right. There's a lot of force skills that compensate for our dexterity and stuff like that, and our intelligence here for an extra skill is good, and also for dialogue choices that might come in handy as well. So that's good. And as for our skills, now each of your character's skills has a number associated with it. This is the skill quote rank unquote, and determines how good the character is with that skill. When using a skill to perform an action, the rank is compared against the difficulty check number. For example, you open a lock with a DC of 15, take your skill rank plus a wisdom modifier plus a d20 roll. If the total is 15 or greater, the lock is opened, which is basically how D&D works. In fact, a lot of D20 rule sets work like that. And these are our skills. There are not that many. I think there are fewer skills in this game than in the original Knights of the Old Republic. And we have 12 remaining points. Now, the reason why these are yellow is because these are class skills. And I believe the thief class, I don't remember the name of them. I call them thieves, but they're not thieves. They have a different name. They have access to all of them, whereas us, we are only majorly focused on awareness. We might go, but majorly focused on dialogue skills and all that. Treat your injury might be a good thing, but I think that's only for yourself. Going up with a repair earlier on. That is interesting. Do I not want to go with treat? No, we're gonna need treat injury. And awareness, yeah, that's good. Awareness and treat injury. That's good. That's really good. If we hadn't gotten that +1 on intelligence, we wouldn't be able to specialize in 3 skills. We'd only have 2 of them. And in fact, if you had -1, you only have 1 of them. So that it is. Pretty good skill selection, if I do say so myself. And I do some feats. Some feats allow you to use special items like heavy armor. Other feats modify saving throws and skill checks during the game, and some feats are used during combat. Check the description for details on a specific feat. And you have been granted the following feats this level. It's a lot of them. I think I know what I want. I probably don't want to know what I want. Speed kills, welcome to the stream. The only mod that I have, I also have no commands, I'm sorry. The only mod that I have is... if you look up TSLRCM, you will find the mod that I have. It's the only mod that I have. So, there's no other mods. I'm doing like a whole thing. So what do I want to do? I don't want to have armor, because if I have armor, I can't cast force skills. Wait. Wait, so these are the skills that I have already. Right, that's important. So you can use armor, even though if we have armor, I don't think we can cast force skills. We have critical strike, which is a type of attack. We have flurry, again, the same, power attack, power blast. All of those are types of attacks. Then we have proficiencies over here, which is basically the weapons that we can use. I don't think this uses D&D 4 rules, where proficiency is just basically a plus. I think this D&D 3.5 rules, where basically proficiency is the weapons you can use at all. So we can use a lightsaber, melee weapons, blaster rifle. We're going to be using melee weapons earlier in the game, which is going to be lovely because I'm going to die. We have Jedi Defense. Now, what is that? I don't think we can see. No problem. Jedi Defense, I don't know what that is. I don't think we can see it from here. We're going to look at that. We have Force Focus, Jedi Sense, and War Veteran. I don't see War Veteran. What the heck is War Veteran? That sounds weird. Doesn't it? So we have Jedi Defense here. This feat allows a character to deflect energy-based blaster bolts. That's pretty cool. Force Focus adds a +2 to the difficulty class for all saving throws, so that's very important, and I think that's because we are Jedi Counselor. Exactly. We also have Jedi Sense, which develops a connection with the Force that allows them to better sense incoming attacks. This feat is always active and grants defense bonus depending on the Counselor's level, and starts at 2 and then goes up to 6, I think, or a bunch. So maybe actually 12. So that's pretty good. As for War Veteran, I have no idea where it is. You can see it in feats. Yeah, we're in feats right now. I'm mostly looking for the icon, because I think I recognize it, but I don't see War Veteran. I think that's a different... That's late. That's for later or something. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's weird. It was a weird name. We're probably going to be alright. So now we have one remaining feat that we can choose. Well... we're not going with armor. We're not going with caution because we don't really care for demolitions and stealth. We are empathy. +1. Nah, I don't need +1 to persuade awareness and treat injury. That's kind of cool because it's exactly our the skills that we're going with. That's really cool. But that's a waste of a feat. That's just +1. That's terrible. That's absolutely horrible. It's like, oof. I mean, that's how the ND is as well, so it's no complaining here. I would complain a lot. We got Flurry. We have Gearhead. Gives 1 to things that I don't need. Plus, oh, by the way, this game has the best tutorial. The best tutorial in any game that I've ever played. Let's see if it stands up to scrutiny. Because I remember playing it a bunch. Well, I believe like 3 or 4 times before I got the game started. And it's a good tutorial. It's like enticing and good and sets up characters. And it makes you... It gets you attached to the only character that is hard to get you attached to, because you're gonna see it's pretty cool. This I'm hyped for this. So remaining feat conditioning. What's this? +1 bonus to all saving throws, reflecting the character's excellent physical condition. Bollocks! How is that physical condition? It's against saving throws. It's for all saving throws. It's not a. I'm terrible. Let's say. I mean, actually, that conditioning might be pretty good. The reason why that is good is because it's all saving throws, so it's against like mind spells and all that sort of stuff, and like stun attacks and things like that. That's very important. If you get stunned, you're screwed. And they do people use stun attacks like a lot, and it's a terrible thing. We're probably gonna use blasters. I just now realized. So early. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't remember. This is the game that I remember the least of the two. So we have toughness, +1 extra vitality point every time they level up, and it's retroactive, so we don't need to worry about that right now. We also have dueling, character that focus on using single one-handed weapons in battle gain a +1 to attack and +1 to defense due to the efficiency of this form of combat. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons. This feat also applies when using the unarmed combat. So that's pretty cool. Class skill. Oh, we can get class skills. That's pretty interesting. Of course, it applies retroactively if you have already selected a class skill. Dual strike. Is that a type of attack? The character has advanced training with using teamwork to defeat enemies. When attacking an enemy that another party member is also attacking, the character gets a +2 to bonus hit. You know what? That's actually pretty awesome and maybe necessary for what we're going to do. Finesse for lightsabers. The character has mastered using grace and speed with lightsabers instead of raw power. The character can add either their dexterity or strength bonus to their chance to hit, whichever is higher. That's pretty important, but we're just bad in general. We might need to go with that, but I think there's lightsabers that are just for dexterity, so it's not a big problem. That's good for... You could just apply finesse to any class. To any weapon, so that's good. I think we're gonna go with conditioning over here for +1. Say all. Let's do that again. I think we're gonna do with conditioning over here for +1 bonus to all saving throws, reflecting the character's excellent physical condition, which is not the case. We are not in excellent physical condition, but all these saving throws are for not just for toughness and things like that. It's also for mental saving throws. So very good things. We're probably gonna use blasters for the beginning of the game. We'll see. I have no idea how the game is gonna begin, and we do need to come up with a name. Well, I have the perfect name. We have also a randomness generator. Maybe take toughness. I don't think it's gonna be... Toughness is not gonna help me. I really need to play careful with my character because I have so little constitution. You see what my build is like? Toughness is not gonna do much. Maybe later on we're gonna get it, but it depends on how what other feats we have. So I have the perfect name for our character over here. I just need to look her up. I want to remember for sure, so I don't make a mistake on the name. I will remember. Can you play this game without having play the first? Yes, they're not connected. I mean, there's gonna be references to the first game, but they're not connected. I played this game first before playing the first as well. There's probably references that I missed as well, but either way, I always play the second game before I play the first one for some reason. There's the one. That's how it's written. Adelaide. She doesn't have a surname. She's fine with that. And we can play. Demonetized. And because, like, seriously, Star Wars... I'll fix that. I should probably read it. It is a perilous time for the galaxy. A brutal civil war has all but destroyed the Jedi Order, leaving the ailing Republic on the verge of collapse. That's the first game. Amid the turmoil, the evil Sith have spread across the galaxy, hunting down and destroying the remaining Jedi Knights. Narrowly escaping a deadly Sith ambush, the last known Jedi clings to life aboard a battered freighter near the ravaged world of Pegasus. Ellipses only have 3 points. And you're not gonna get me. Demonetization on YouTube. Screw you. They're really concerned with the soundtrack, and they don't care about anything else. I'm good with the soundtrack. I know it. I mean, you can. Oh, it's there. Okay. It's just violins left and right. And here comes I forget the name of. That's the ship from the first game. It's all sideways, and it's on fire, in space. Don't ask. Makes sound as well, so it's fine. That sun is not feeling good. That sun sounds like it's gonna... is there a benefit male versus female? Nah.
Primary power offline. Hyperdrive offline.
See? Best tutorial ever.
Detected. Proximity alert.
Oh, crap. So this game has the best...
Evan Hawke is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention. The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the nearby Peragas mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate and that of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue.
To skip the prologue? Why would you do that? The prologue is so good. Seriously, I will see if this my memories are correct. But this game, I love this because we were playing this little guy and he's gonna stay with us for the rest of the game, hopefully anyway. And he's the hardest character to empathize with, and he's the best. So let's continue.
Press WASD.
We have active quests.
This is the cockpit.
Don't say it like that! Did you notice? Anyway, save the Ebon Hawk. Yes! The Ebon Hawk is heavily damaged and adrift in a dangerous asteroid field. Find the hyperdrive and fix it to restore primary power so that you can dock with the Peragas mining station for repairs. Everything is cool about this. We also have to heal Adelaide. I'm gonna have trouble pronouncing her name for a while. It's fine. So we can skip the prologue from there, and we can control our little character. Let's look at our galaxy map. You can use the mouse to select eligible targets, while in combat, only hostiles will be targetable. Q and... oh yeah, spaces to interact. Pressing the pause button will... oh, no, it's not. How do I...
This is the galaxy map. It shows you are near Peragas, a mining colony. When the
Peragas, that's how it's pronounced.
You can use the galaxy map to choose a destination planet.
Well, we can't do that right now. Okay, let's fix this thing. The main hold doors are over there. It's gonna be...
Glass field cylinder and the communications console. To target one of these objects, move close to it, left-click on it, or press Q or E to cycle through available targets.
Yes.
To interact with an object, first target it, and then left-click on it.
So we have...
Come across many containers, some of which will be locked. The computer spike you just picked up can be used at computer terminals to access functions, such as opening doors.
And I think this little guy is actually pretty good at doing that. So let me just change the sound effects volume, because that's a little bit all over the place. The soundtrack is also a little bit all over the place. We're good with that. That's a little bit better. Oh, are we gonna need to hack this computer? Yep. Ebon Hawk communications console damaged, minimal functionality, primary. Everything is fine. I actually don't know if I... how do I don't have mouse control. Oh, click your left mouse button to continue. I didn't need to do that. I didn't do that. In order to use this console, you will need a computer spike. The number of computer spikes you have is listed in the bottom. And I will need, indeed... well, our repair right now is 10. Our computer use is 10 as well. So we're just gonna slice the computer, which is hacking into it. You have sliced into the Ebon Hawk cockpit computer, bypassing the main console functions. And let's open the main hold containment door. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Black Mesa on stream instead. Yeah, you could have. I have played it as well. And now we log out. We have lost that spike. It's fine. We're gonna have a lot of them. Hopefully, anyway. He's not feeling very well. He's all spooky. This is indeed the main hold. There's a... can I hack that?
Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can use your weapon to bash it open.
Yes, I will. Some locked doors and containers can be opened by bashing. And that is the combat system. I think they did a good job with the interface. The new mod of it. Oh, no. Only the version that... man, that sound is annoying. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's on purpose. It sounds like a bug. I only played it when it came out. And I've finished the game again, basically. And we got a broken item and a computer spike. But that's just probably to tell us that we have...
Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container. but you can use even broken items. They can be turned into useful components at a workbench.
Really? That's really nice. We have a broken droid over here. No broken items in the broken droid. How dare it? How dare it do things like that? Oh no. Freya. That's not Freya. Locker key.
This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere.
Of course, we don't know who she is, but I know who she is. Everybody knows who she is. She's very famous. She's gonna talk to us later. We got some parts over here in this broken droid. And we're gonna open that door in a little bit, but I have low security door over here. I have this thing. Evan, somebody's banging on that door. That's definitely the case. Maybe. Yeah. So we have plenty of. Do we have enough spikes? Yes, we do. This is the security console. Conditional critical. Cascade failure imminent. Let's go ahead and do that. You have sliced into the Ebon Hawk security system for the port aft section of the ship, which includes the engine room, utility lift, and the garage. Let's access security cameras. Outer garage door. That sounds pretty straightforward. Inner garage. Okay. Engine room camera. Holy crap. Utility lift camera. There's nobody alive. Access security doors. We can open inner garage door. Command failed. Hull breach detected. Opening inner garage door would depressurize critical areas. Okay. Display security door status. Warning, hull breach in garage section. Blast doors locked down. Error, low security door. Remote operation offline. Engine room door inoperable. Inner garage door working. Outer garage door working. That is interesting. We got to see that, but mostly we just lost the spikes. I think that's perfectly fine, though. We don't need to worry too much about the items. So there's somebody banging on something.
Need help exploring the Ebon Hawk. Access the map screen by pressing M.
Yes. Look at the map. It's also stretched because the game doesn't understand widescreen, even though it supports it, as I said. Anyway, let's go.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened.
Have you played KOTOR MMO? I have not. I've run away from such KOTOR MMO. Ooh, I managed to open this.
Cargo hold.
Yes, we have a friend. Field survival pistol. Oh no.
Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids.
Okay, pause the game. Open the inventory. Go into weapons. Field survival pistol. I think you need to click over here and then over here. Double click potentially? Sure, works well enough. Close. And then I can I'm not sure what I can do actually. That's the AI. That's cool. That's the AI behavior. You can change it over there. I don't know what that means, though. Switch weapons. Cool. Hey, everybody wants to chat with me. That's not good, because I don't think I have the weapon selected. Can I... UI is similar to this. Okay. I don't know how to activate the weapon. This is a bit awkward. Shouldn't it show up over here? I mean, they're not in combat, so...
T3M4 must equip a blaster before attacking the sensor droids. To open the equip screen...
I thought I had... Oh, wait. That's not a blaster, is it? What in the freaking... Maybe I need to get it. Gentleman Junkie, thank you so much for subscribing. 21 months. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And thank you for using your Amazon Prime thing for subscribing. Thank you very much. You're very generous. And welcome. How's it going? So I think I need a blaster.
Blaster icon in the top right area of the screen, or press U.
Yes, I think I need a blaster. Let's see what I can do here, because we don't have the blaster. And droid impact armor Mark 1. Get all of those.
Use the key card you found to open the locker. The impact armor from this locker can be equipped on the equip screen. To open the equip screen, click on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen, or press U.
And we have a security tunneler.
If you encounter a difficult lock on a container or door, you can use the lock on this metal box.
You have multiple powers or items in each icon. Yes. And I can use that if I want to. So, I think I do. But let's mess with this robot over here first.
Talking to other characters is much like using the computer console in the cockpit.
It's already got holes in it.
Or move the mouse cursor, and then click to select a response. Note
Thank you.
that some responses may influence how other characters react to you, so choose carefully. Furthermore, certain skills, powers, and attributes may modify what choices you have.
Repair computer and
or
persuade.
how successful you are with those choices.
Absolutely.
3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. Luckily, you have already found one. If you repair 3CFD,
The hole to end all holes.
and assist you in repairing the ship.
Yes. Let's do it.
Success! You have fixed 3CFD. Now he will join your party.
I think he likes us. And we got experience for it as well.
3CFD is now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on their portrait or press Tab. Later, when you have more companions, you can add and remove party members from the party screen in the game menu.
So he comes with a pistol. A field survival pistol. So I think that is what a blaster is. I just wasn't really figuring out how to start combat. Because it feels like I can't attack. Maybe I need to right click. I didn't try that, did I? I don't think I did. I had to attack non-combatants. What I want to see is I want to see skills. Because if this little guy has security, bonus of +3, bonus of +4. Really? Yeah, bonus of +4. This guy's good. So, if I go over, yeah, I can't do anything.
F4 must equip a blaster before
I know.
attacking the sensor droids.
Let's
to
open this.
the equip screen, click on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen, or press
So,
U.
we got some interesting things. A computer spike. That's interesting. And let us indeed choose weapons. We don't know what is coming, so we want to be ready as we can. And let's see what I can do over here, because we have other items like Droid Impact Armor Mark 1, especially for him, because he's going to die if I'm not careful. So, we're good with that. Let me actually... The game pauses when you sight an enemy, and the selection reticle will show up in red. I think... I don't know, but we're doing it. Yep, we're attacking. I know how to do that.
Change your target by pressing
I think you might do it automatically. I'm not sure.
Defeating the sensor droids. To continue combat training, open the metal box again.
No!
Sensor droids will appear.
Leave the metal box alone! It's got sensor droids in it. Okay, engine room door.
The engine room.
That is indeed
This
the
is
case.
the engine. This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by
If you
bashing
pick
it.
consular, you become a droid. No.
Use an explosive trap to open this door. Take the lift outside the Ebon Hawk to find one.
We're gonna need to go outside the Ebon Hawk.
This is the to access the area beyond this door.
Did she just call it the garage?
Use solo mode, default V. Click the solo mode button at the bottom right area of the screen. While in solo mode, move 3 CFD to the security computer to open the door for you.
3 CFD. Which one is it? That's this one. Let's go into solo mode.
This is the garage. To access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode default. This lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and mines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the lift controls to go up.
I will wait a little bit. Let's go to the security console first. Because I need to find it first.
This is the main hold.
Thank you. There's definitely a bug with one of those sounds, I think. So, close outer garage door. Good. Open inner garage door. And we did it. Okay, and we have a workbench. This is good, because we might need to do things.
This is a workbench. With a workbench, you can...
Everything is in this tutorial, it's great. And it's like,
components.
plot crucial.
Then use the components to create repair
We get to learn about our ship.
armor, and upgrades. Because of the damage to the Ebon Hawk, this workbench has limited functionality.
Especially the name of the ship, because it's a weird
Use
name.
it to create a repair kit, which you can use to repair yourself. Use the workbench to break down the items you've found into components. Then use the components to create a repair kit.
Okay, let's try to use to create a breakdown. So if I want to create some of these, I'm gonna need 2 components. And if I want to break down broken items, I have a bunch of parts. And we can make other things as well, like a field survival kit and stuff. So I can actually make 4 repair kits, which is pretty good. And of course I can't make more. And we can have access to the rest of the stuff. This is good. That's a good interface.
You can use repair
I can, and I will.
kits to heal droids like yourself. To use a repair kit, click on the repair kit on the bottom of the screen, or press 5.
Click on a party member portrait to use this item. Really? You can apply it to other party members. That's really important. I don't remember that being the case in the first KOTOR, and I always had trouble with it. Let me actually look. Gameplay. Key mappings. I want to see what the quick save is. I don't think we have a quick save button. That sucks. Do we not have a quick save? We need a quick save, right? I don't think we have a quick save. We got a blast door.
This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. When the Ebon Hawk has landed, this is where you will go to exit the ship.
Let's go this way then.
The door is sealed shut, but the magnetic clamps are not engaged. You may be able to open
F4, F5. I tried.
mechanism from outside the ship.
Let's see F4. F4 it is.
This is the garage.
She does say the garage. So this is the hull in the ship. Man, everything is broken. Anyway. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Not everything is broken. What is this?
These sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage doors. You can open and close the doors from here.
Oh, that's cool. That's for you to bring the other companion in. Let's not do that. That sound over there being bugged is actually annoying. Good. And now, we can go outside. We also have low security doors. And there's that light.
This is the medical room. You are in critical condition.
That's
you will
us.
need a med pack to be stabilized.
I don't have a med pack, do I? Maybe I will. This is... I don't know if this is high security or not. We did it. We have a med pack.
You have found med packs. You can use one to stabilize the condition of...
Are those Sonic the Hedgehog shoes? Is she wearing Sonic the Hedgehog shoes? Oh no.
The med pack can stabilize your condition.
Let's treat injury then.
Success. You are stabilized.
Success!
To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Peragas mining station. But you are not in any danger of dying from your wounds right now.
And that is amazing. So, I can't... This doesn't... No, this is a low security door. It might take us somewhere. This takes us to the main hall. Oh! 3CFD, what's up? I'll talk to you in a little bit. Let's go to outside.
This is the utility lift.
Let's go to outside.
You can use this lift to take you to the outside of the Ebon Hall.
F5 being a quick load is dangerous. Yes, please. F5 being a quick load is super dangerous. It's super dangerous. Us both. We both go outside. Yeah, we need to repair this. Crap, look at this. So many stars. And they have parallax effect, which is not how stars work. Although it might be just debris. We have magnetic little wheels that allow us to...
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk.
What is this hatch for? Oh, it just has things in it.
This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored.
That's good. Everything.
This busted engine port has some needed parts.
Second tab of key mapping menu to rebind. Thank you.
The parts here back down below to get main power restored.
Will do. There's more of them though.
These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently
That's
sealed.
Converse sneakers. Yeah. Let's do that.
Success. The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage.
Will do. Eventually. There's another hatch over here with some more parts. Parts are our lifeblood. As a little droid, you have to do that.
Don't forget to explore the other side of the Ebon Hawk.
That's where I was going.
This
Yeah.
is the port side of the Ebon Hawk.
Looks like snow. It's a little bit weird. It's got mines in it.
Bubbles ahead indicate mines that you've detected automatically with your awareness skill. Some mines require higher awareness to detect. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or recover these mines. Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which you can then use to set as a trap for enemies or break down into components at a workbench.
I love this component breaking mechanic. I love it. So let's try to recover mine. Oh. I just found a, this is probably gonna blow up. I was gonna say I found a mechanic. In the first game, recovering mines and disabling mines takes forever. But if you, like, kneel down and wait like a second and then go away, if the skill gets completed. So you can just, a check that normally would be 10 seconds, it can be made in 3 seconds because you can just skip the rest of the animation. So we got a minor frag mine.
You can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give
We're
you
gonna do
access
holes.
to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage.
Thank you. Our narrator is so concerned with our well-being. Oh, we got quad lasers. We have what? Parts.
This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
We broke our laser weapons. In the first game, you had a mini game where you shot enemies off the sky, and it was kind of annoying, honestly. Especially, you know, in modern computers, because the game doesn't work quite as well as it used to.
You can use the slip to take.
Look how pretty that is. Hey, Nere, and welcome to the stream. I'm very well, thank you very much. I hope you're doing well as well. I can do what? Oh, I can go back. Yeah, that's good. And now we're gonna blow everything up, because that's how we do. Are we actually gonna do that?
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside.
I knew I was hearing sounds. I mean, banging sounds. There's definitely a weird noise over there.
This is the main hold.
I know, I've been here. I think this is where I need to go.
This blast door is magnetically sealed.
No, that's not where I need to go.
Opened.
So that engine room door can be blown up. Let's go with that. Left-clicking the mouse while a mine is selected in your action menu will place a mine. I hope it does.
This is the engine room.
You didn't do that. Is it gonna blow up? Yes, it is. We can bring back party mode. Things are not looking good in the engine room. This is why we can't have nice things. Let's fix that situation.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door.
I think it fixed the terrible noise over there. Okay, click that, and you need to click to move, and then click to blow it up, and then run away. We're also specifically gonna go because I just quick loaded because it's the same. So key mapping, there's game, and there it is. Quick load needs to be F6, and F5 is for a quick save. Quick load it should be F9 in fact, but it's good. And now we can quick save with my mouse. I think they're breaking some laws with those mines. Are they? I mean, mines in general are against the Geneva Convention, I think. But that's not the laws that you're referring to, is it?
This is the engine room.
Or was. Our port engine is still working. This is not.
The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible until after docking with the Peragas mining station. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However,
looks like it's made of stone. These are good games. The only problem is that they are too short.
And bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Peragas mining station for full repairs.
Full repairs. Let's rig the hyperdrive.
Success. The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Peragas.
Yeah. Okay. Did we ever interact with this?
The port engine is powered up. You can now use the galaxy map to travel to the Peragas mining station.
This is good news. I think we done it. Adelaide is good. We still can't open this door.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage.
Oh, it stops the thing. That's good.
This is the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
You can now plug plot a course to the Peragas mining
We did it.
station.
We've
To
made
dock
the tutorial.
left-click on the Peragas planet to select
I'm gonna cut a lot of
and
the
then
dialogue.
left-click on the travel button.
So we're here. That's us. You said I click on where? Wait. Oh. Oh, that's cool. It's actually kind of not very intuitive, but it works well enough for me. And it's not intuitive because... No, it is intuitive. It's all broken. This planet is broken. Look at that. Yeah, that thing would all fall in. Because, you know, planets are round for a reason. But it's a mining station. Maybe that, you know, they you know, make those walls very strong. I think it's gonna be all right.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Else alive. I don't like the sound of that. That's us, isn't it? It is us. Was that HK-47?
Awaken.
That was Freya. Obviously, everybody knows it's Freya. I don't think it's like a major reveal. Well, you have awakened in a medical bay in an unknown facility. The last thing you remember is being a passenger on the Republic capital ship, the Harbinger. You should find out where you are and how you got here. Well, I think that red robot with red eyes might have something to do with it. Did it kill the little robot? I hope it didn't kill the little robot. I think the little robot is nice. Who are these fools? And why do they have red lights underneath them? This is the Kolto tank you emerged from. Do you wish to heal yourself? Oh, no, it's fine. The Kolto tank. Kolto is a healing thing that there's actually a quest involving that in the first Knights of the Old Republic. Immersion in Kolto tanks can heal most wounds. If you have lost vitality points during your explorations, return here to the medical bay and use the empty Kolto tank behind you to heal your wounds. It's like in Dragon Ball, except maybe this one came first. I wouldn't know. Do we have any items? I don't think we do. Let's hope that we don't have to fight anybody. Because I also don't think I have any skills. The door to the morgue is locked. We have a medical bay container with some med packs. That's pretty good. I'm gonna need to get used to clicking or using Q and E to cycle through interactive items, because that's very important not to miss things. Access medical logs. Let's see what we have over here. There's 3 days, 1 day, 2 days and 1 day. Let's go with 3 days.
Examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the cult.
The game looks better than Mass Effect Andromeda.
Scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Peragas asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Yes, it was.
Could be a Jedi. But we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, That would
Her eyes are sort of like looking each one in one direction. It's
Jedi
like
here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kolto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
I think that we have as many specifics as we're ever gonna get. Or not, maybe not ever, but we'll see.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Wow, they might be here. I mean, we're just in Peragas, right? That's where we are, and they're having issue. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're gonna deal with people soon enough, maybe. Let's see. Patient life signs over here. We are the ones that recovered. Everybody else died. This was 1 day ago, and they all died. So that means that the other ones are our companions, I think. Patient treatment. No, they wouldn't be our companions, right? Anyway, all subjects being treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request resulted in death for all subjects except patient number 3, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Let's check the last treatment request. A lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including number 3. There is no report of who ordered the treatment, so they wanted me killed. And we can also track... Do we have a computer spike? We do not. That kind of sucks. Because we could attempt to track the treatment request, but not right now. We're gonna do that later. Let's see. Medical bay functions over here. We have access medical bay camera. That's for us. The morgue camera. Oh, that's the old woman. And there's somebody else. You see that in the middle? Maybe a dead person. Because the old woman is not dead. Is she? Unlock door to morgue. Good. And we can unlock medical storage room as well with 0 spikes. Not really sure why it's 0 spikes, but we're good with that. Not really. Medical inventory. I think I clicked. It just tells me where it is. It looks as if a number of medical-based items can be manufactured using that thing over there. That's cool. Main console options. So that is good. That is really good. Okay. So we have a goal. Let's go into the lab station. And we can learn about creating items, breaking the items down. That's okay. Give me 4 gray skin instead of that crap hologram, lol. Yep. That's just how it goes. Old you know how it is, you know, science fiction never gets the details right. It's always weird technology like radios and holograms. Antidote kit. So I can make some of this stuff. I can't make some of this stuff. It requires chemicals. I have 0 chemicals. That's pretty good, though. We're gonna look into that later. What do we have over here? Med packs. And another one over here. And some chemicals. 25, in fact. That's pretty good. We're gonna save them up, because hopefully we won't need them. And if we do, we can come back. Let's go into the morgue. There is indeed a corpse in here. With a plasma torch. There she is. An exploding card.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Your voice. I heard it as I floated on the Kolto tank.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer.
I kept
as
saying
you are
Freya, not
Tell me,
Kreia.
do you recall what happened?
The last thing I remember, I was on board of a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I'm no longer a member of the Jedi Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
It's... The Jedi Order and I have a troubled history.
So it would seem.
I'm going for dark
Keep
side,
your
by the way.
past, and let us focus on the now.
What is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Why do we need to leave?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Are you sure there's nothing else you can tell me about this place?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
We'll see. There's gotta be someone left alive around here.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
The miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't. I got the same dose, but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
Maybe when I return you'll actually answer my question.
I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours. Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
Just stay out of my way, or you'll end up like these corpses.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
We have become darkness. We destroy... that's not how it works. God damn it. I'm terrible at jokes. Either way, that's the law. You have taken your first steps down the path to the dark side. Self-serving acts and cruel responses to others will drive you further to the dark side of the Force, corrupting you and your appearance as you grow in power. How dare you? I will look amazing as always. Charitable and heroic actions will reverse this, bringing you closer to being pretty again. She's just gonna hang out. Can I talk to you?
Yes? What have you found?
The patients in the med bay were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives. Any idea how it happened?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
Okay, so it's the same as before. She does not have anything for me. I thought she was gonna join my team. But alas, that was not meant to happen. You know, I could get their clothes. Anyway, gotta figure out what to do. Gotta put down the colonel. Okay, what did we open? Did we open? Oh, yeah, we're gonna need like spikes. We're gonna need computer spikes to hack into this thing. So for that, in the workbench... No, that's the lab station. That's pretty important to note the difference. The lab station. Oh, this door is not gonna open, is it? I'm gonna need to bash it with my fists. I cannot bash it with my fists if I don't use my fists. Also, it's not exactly what I need to do. I have a plasma torch. That's what I need to do. Put it in my hand. Right there. What is it actually? Common accessories in most construction facilities. It is just literally a thing that you use in construction. Let's murder it. That is how you open a door.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
With my torch. Clothes? Nope, just a vibro cutter. That's actually pretty good. The vibro cutter is used for carving asteroid rock, and it can double as a melee weapon if necessary. Its small size makes it a good offhand weapon, which is good, but it will require... I don't know what it is based off. I can just use item. You cannot equip this item from inventory screen. Really? How dare you do these things to me? You wound me greatly. And in this one... Is that my offhand, actually? So if I want a torch over there, and I can't have an offhand because I don't have 2-weapon fighting, right? That's the issue. Yeah. Look at that. That looks cool as hell. It's small. This thing is enormous. It's an enormous sword. Let's see what this broken droid has for me. No clothes. Still a droid upgrade slot though. That's pretty nice. There's things that have died. Oh no. Okay. Well. This is where we die, I would say. Let's not die. Oh my god, pathfinding. Run away, as I was saying. Can I not be in combat? We are successful in our attempts at not being in combat. The reason why I don't want to be in combat is because I wanted to save there. Let's try it again. Hey, defend! I know we're bad at this, but... Anyway, the flurry is for minus attack rating. I think I'm gonna need to go... Critical strike is extra... Is lower defense, and extra critical range. Let's just go with a normal attack. And I do know that you can... you know, Q attacks, but our characters will actually attack themselves or they won't attack. They won't attack themselves. They will attack the enemies themselves, by themselves, I should say. Mining laser over here. That's good, and we're getting all mining relevant things. That's pretty cool, and that might actually be better. So if we switch our weapons, we can have a mining laser over here, which I am probably gonna prefer. I perfected my potato gratin yesterday, so no more store-bought ones. And yes, food talk is back. Nice. I don't know what potato gratin is. Let's enter the tank. Oh, we didn't actually enter the tank. We just healed ourselves for free. Now to look for clothes. I'm looking at the map, actually. You're dead for good? Yes. What do we have behind this door, I suppose? Looks pretty ominous. Oh, no. It's bad. So, do I want to... Oh, I got a power blast. Power blast is for... It's minus accuracy. It does more damage, I think. There's a +2 or something. A rapid shot. Rapid shot actually is probably better. You're gambling that you're not going to be shot, but for these guys, it's probably a good idea. Oof. No, that shot didn't actually make contact. Good, good. More dead people. And another door. A lot of dead people, in fact. Broken droid. Give me the spikes. Nope. We're not getting the spikes. I really want to find out who made us. Who gave us the poison. Let's try that bit over there. Gratin Dauphinois. I mean, I can look it up, I suppose. Gratin Dauphinois. Oh. Yeah, we have similar things to that. It's pretty tasty. We call it empada. Although, not every part of the country calls it empada. Emergency blast.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
So, if I have my plasma torch, you're not going to be mean to me anymore. Wait, can I not open it without the plasma torch? Oh, cannot be opened with a plasma torch, so it doesn't matter. Okay. We're good. Wow, the animations for taking the weapons out. Such flair, such grace. That one is a little bit less grace. My god, though, look at that. The pistol is like all out, and then the sword is like, I don't know what swords are. That's me quick saving, by the way. We got a security desk. Okay, if I need spikes, I'm screwed. Everyone is dead. We have a security tunneler. Okay, so I guess that's for lockpicking. Can't open that locker. Let's see what we have over here. Checked security records. Peragas safety hollow orientation.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corda.
Empada, yeah.
Because I'm
I
not
think
going to
that's the
say
one.
this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is going to take a long walk out the airlock. Why?
That
because
doesn't work.
In case you forgot,
Long walk out the
Peragan
airlock.
fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Peragas 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
So the asteroid field around this broken-ass planet was created by an explosion on the planet. I don't think that's possible. I think that's pretty much impossible. The reason why asteroids... Well, the reason why anything remains in orbit of anything is because of the velocity around the thing that's in orbit. Because if you're not moving around the thing that you're in orbit of... I mean, that's literally, you know, orbit. If you don't orbit the thing, you just fall into it. And the asteroids, they would be propelled upwards, not sideways at an enormous speed. If they were propelled sideways, they would maybe get into orbit. Although, I also find that hard to believe, but still.
And according to one of the miners,
That's more of a pie. It's a little bit of a pie.
Prematurely.
No, you're thinking of the southern empadas.
Set by a mining droid.
That's why I said not all country.
Been a grenade going off.
Not the entire country calls it the same
Bones
thing.
to dust.
But that is more of a pie. But we have to the north that's closer to what you
so
have.
we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just...
Look at how sad he looks.
miners.
Hey, Mitsuma, welcome to the stream.
Now the droids
Welcome
are
on
acting
in.
If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
This facility is the... Yes. Mining droid maintenance logs.
So, you're in maintenance.
I'm doing well.
Then
I hope
maybe
you are
can
doing
tell
well
me
as well.
What's going on with these droids?
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing
Look at those
binary
glasses.
change, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do.
No, it's just we call it different things.
Rock.
Sir, these droids aren't
sorry.
combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate.
It's not Empada, it's
I
Empadon.
doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Add the letter O at the
What
end.
about the miners in medbay? It's sabotage.
That's
and
it.
it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Administration console, quote, maintenance, unquote, which makes it seem like it isn't maintenance, and I believe that is the intention.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console.
We're in the right place.
As added insurance, I tied the
We're not in
override
the right
switch
place.
into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Well, I guess we have our objective. Security storage room inventory.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective
That was
against
a sound.
the droid sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Unfortunately, I have no stealth skill, so yeah. Access remote camera controls, main security office, that's where we are. Security storage room, that's where all these are for right now. Communications blister, there it is, looks pretty cool. Holding cells, there's a person. Emergency hatch to mining tunnels. I believe I have been here. That is the hatch that was closed, and I can return, but I can't open the emergency hatch to the mining tunnels. So let's bash this. Empadão de frango. Could be. That's chicken. Did you make your is yours chicken? That sound is horrible, and I think that's on purpose. The sound on to the left side. It's absolutely horrendous. I can lower it. Ooh, that's almost done. This is great. This recording setup, as long as it's recording well. Okay, ion grenades. I hope I broke just some ion grenades and grenades in general. Ion grenades are good to have, though. Anyway, I think this is not where we need to go. Let's look at our map. So, yeah, I don't think this is...
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
It's robots. It's robots, isn't it? Kreia, what?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
My perceptions. Yeah, also...
You can feel them.
Also the security
The
cameras.
droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
With Kreia's help, you have gained the passive precognition power. When this power is triggered, you should save your game. That's equivalent to the D&D spell, prestidigitation, I believe. I should save my game all the time, mister. It's or narrator, I suppose. That's my life. That's the life of Colonel RPG. Always be saving. I have an F5 button on my mouse.
This is the exit, but it is sealed.
What do you mean by restored content? I mean there's a mod.
Visions, it was open.
Let me just listen to this. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Yumi. Or Yummy. Yummy Megaroni. I've seen you before. Welcome back. So, yeah, there's a mod that you can find. It's the restored content mod. And if you look up TSLRCM, you'll see that's the mod that I am using. And it's supposed to restore content that was cut from the game. Some of it, I don't know if it's going to make the game ending make sense, because in my memory, I finished this game twice, and in both the times I didn't understand what the ending was supposed to be. It was like boss fight all of a sudden, and goodbye, and that's it. And I found the ending to be very, very lackluster in a very amazing game every other time. But the ending is just so weird, and I hope that the restored content is going to be good. Kreia. There's only silence. Let's try to find some way to open the hatch. It is odd that this emergency hatch hasn't opened, considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if you could get to an access terminal. Well, thank you. Empadon the potatoes? That's the batata. That's, yeah. How do you spell potatoes? Batata. Batata. That's the one. Although, we wouldn't say it, that would be potato. You'd say, you would prioritize, because all empadons are made out of potato, mashed potato. They all have mashed potato. You can make it out of other things, but we don't do that. So yeah. Now, how do I get to a... I think I know how I get to the thing that I want. We still don't have spikes. The game is really doing it on purpose for me not to find the thing. You could just shout, you know? You don't need to telepathically talk to me. It's like a little bit of an invasion of privacy and whatnot. No problem, Yumi. Yummy. Sorry. It occurs to me that when I said batata, the first ba might not be obvious. By the way, have you never heard of potato gratin? I don't think I have. I think it's time, then, for us to not die. Crap. Okay, so this is why we have grenades. And then we fast shot things.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
What? Did I kill them with a single grenade? I think I might have. What's happening?
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Gaining experience will slowly reestablish your connection to the Force. Go to the level up screen to choose your Force abilities. I think I did kill them with a single grenade. That is indeed what it looks like. Well, I am very good at this. So we have a couple of bashable things. Let's do that. Smack! That is a lame... No, that's good. Some animations are good. Others are just timed weirdly. Yeah, like the path of the animation, that one is lame. That one just doesn't look good. I wonder if using the plasma torch is a better choice. It is. And we have a stealth field generator, and we didn't break anything. We also have some iron grenades and some med packs. So there is a chance that things break. Rather than always breaking things. Good. Let's level up then. But also we save the game, because we are always saving the game. And of course we could do the auto level up, which is the worst decision in the world. And we level up. So now we are force sensitive, and also we have an armed specialist. Level 1. We're going to look at that in a little bit. First, the skills. We have 3 points. And that's the limitations of a very much not skill-based character system like Dungeons & Dragons. It's basically you spend the entire time... Well, it's not like Dungeons & Dragons. Specifically like Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 and 3.0 as well. Which is basically... It's just... Unless you want to be really weird... in a jack of all trades that isn't good at anything. Although in tabletop that works a little bit better than it does in video games. But basically you're just always like the skills is irrelevant. We're gonna, unless this changes, we're always gonna be spending points in persuade, treat injury, and awareness, because you can't go higher than 5. You have a limit. So that's it. That's that for the skills. And if for powers, that's not feats. That's powers. We want to go with dark side. Yeah. So I came to that conclusion, or not conclusion, I made the decision back when I was playing the original Knights of the Old Republic for my channel, that I was going to do the light side of the first game and the dark side of the second game. And that's going to be good because I have done the dark side of the first game, but before I played it on camera, but I have never done a dark side of this particular game. So it's gonna be my first. It's gonna be like a blind playthrough, and I hope it's good. So let's look at our powers. So heal is a light side power. We don't want that. In fact, Force Aura +2 bonus to defense on all saving throws. That is a light side power. That's gonna be a problem. Universal power allows the Jedi to move very swiftly. Burst of speed. We have Force Valor. That is a light side power as well. I wonder if that kind of sucks. There's a lot of good things in the light side. We're probably gonna get light side Jedis that will help us out. We'll see. So far we have the speed, because we're not going to invest in light side spell powers at all. We have energy resistance, that might be good. Layered potatoes in bechamel sauce with some garlic taste in it, and seasoned between every layer with salt and pepper, and that's it. Simple but delicious. I also put some garlic in the bottom of the pan for more garlic taste. Ours is a little bit more complicated than that. But you say layered potatoes. That sounds nice, honestly. But oh, we do something really, really, really good with that. You don't even know. Do you know what salted cod is, Jung? So Portugal is very keen on fish in general, but specifically salted cod is a thing that we do. We dry it out with salt, so it's salted. So it's not like fresh fish; it's dried fish in salt. So it's very salty fish, and when you cook it, you need to put it in water for like a good hours, like 6, 12, even a day in water, just so it loses all that salt, but still tastes very different. And it's an old tradition from sailors that they would just salt their fish. It's salted fish, it's a common thing. And they would salt their cod so that they would just be able to carry it on their ships and whatnot and just have fresh food there. You can eat it salted, but you don't need to put it in water if you want to. But there's a dish that is made specifically with that style of potato baking, really. You're baking the potatoes. Yeah, there's a dish that is with cod. So instead of just making the layers of potatoes and from top to bottom, you put fillets of salted cod in it, and it needs to be from the fat part of the cod. It can't be like parts with bones or anything. It's specifically the fat parts. You want nice big chunks of cod. And it's not fresh cod, mind you. It's specifically salted cod, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite dishes, honestly. And I don't like fish, and I honestly don't like salted cod all that much. But if you ever come to Portugal, you should try it. It's called bacalhau com natas, because we add what is it called? Cream. We add cream, but it's only a little bit. It's just instead of the bechamel, it's cream, basically, milk cream. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's lovely. It's just fantastic. Yeah, I can type it. I can't type it in game though, so I need to type it over here. I don't have a keyboard for this one, so I need to do the on-screen keyboard. There you go. And it's this ain't Natas. Yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way, Pop Tunu. Yeah, Bakaraku Natas is amazing. It's amazing. I love it. There's a lot of ways that we cook cod, but that one is, yeah. When it's done well, it doesn't even need to be done well, honestly. It's like, it's fine. Yeah. No. It needs to have an H, otherwise it's just bacalao. And it's not an O at the end. It's an U. An U. And it's an M, not an N, because that's the Spanish. It's the same word, but we just use an M rather than an N. So it's bacalhau com natas. There we go. We were... Yeah, so energy resistance or speed. So far... Yeah, the energy resistance, what is it? So this power shields the Jedi, absorbing the first 6 points of damage from energy, sonic, fire, cold, and electrical attacks. That's pretty decent, especially the electrical attacks, because that's the highest danger later on. Damage over and above. So it's basically a shield. That's pretty sweet. I might want to go with that. Force Valor. That's energy resistance. It gets up to 12 points and to 20 points. Wait. It absorbs from every attack. I think that lasts forever. So let's reread that. What I mean is, like, if you get attacked on a 1d6, you never take any damage. Which is the case for a lot of blasters. They're 1d6, although later on they get a +1, but it doesn't matter. This power shields the Jedi in the Force, absorbing the first 6 points of damage from energy from attacks. Attacks, that's plural. Damage over and above the first 6 points is suffered as normal. This is definitely a thing that lasts. It's not like a shield. Oh man, this is good. I didn't understand this when I played the first game. This is really good. Okay, you got a bunch of light side. I can't actually go with that because it's not my level yet. Can you see everything? Yes, you can. This is similar to that. Says Jung. Jensen Temptation. That looks kind of similar. Yep. It's a casserole style, yeah. Prickled Sprats. I have no idea what Prickled Sprats is. The breadcrumbs is different. But let me see what Sprats are. Pickled, rather. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it probably tastes similar as well. Although the cod has a more... Because you put it in water, it tastes different. It's not like... It's the disgusting part that you said. Well, although I'm sure that some people who have tried salted fish that didn't put it in water, because there's dishes that you don't put it in water before cooking. But in that one, you definitely do. In the vast majority of dishes, you definitely put it in water to take the salt out of it. You basically just... What is it called? How would you say that in Portuguese? In English? You soak it. Yeah, you're basically soaking the fish. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's not just to take the salt out of it, because you also take the salt out of it, but it's also just to inflate the fish, because otherwise it's very tiny. Because the fish is basically, when it's dry, it's just a strip of condensed fish and salt. So you soak it in water and it inflates, but it also loses that salty bite. And if you really don't like that salty bite, you can just put it in water for 2 days, and it's totally fine to do that. Prickled Sprats, yes. Not prickled. Dang it, pickled Sprats. Sprats are like anchovies, but it's pickled in brine and spices. Yeah, that probably tastes similar. Although anchovies are really, really... I hate the taste of anchovies. I've only ever had pickled anchovies, though, to be fair. So... let's see. Force Body. This power enables the character to use their own health to fuel force powers. All force powers take 50% of their cost from vitality points and 50% from force points. That's really interesting. In a pinch, that could be good. And this gets cheaper later on. That is pretty interesting. I like that. But we need the powers first. We're gonna need powers before. They're similar, yeah, but not really, yeah. This is a light side, so we don't care. Universal Effect Mind enables persuasive use of the Force. I think that's what we're gonna use. So we're choosing our Force powers. I'm gonna go with this one because this is actually pretty important. Because it's only for the main character. Effect Mind. It enables persuasive use of the Force. Once a Jedi has this power, extra options will appear in conversations as appropriate. Success is not guaranteed for extreme commands, or if the target is strong-willed. This power does not affect droids. I'll go with that, and let's see what else we got, because I don't know that we got other abilities. In fact, I don't see any other abilities, so that we still have no extra powers. I mean, good by me. Let's move on then. There's gonna be a lot of Force powers that are really, really cool. Hi, I don't like you. So yeah, no powers over here. We got the sniper shot. Yeah, we don't have anything here, so I'll just go with a rapid shot. Pichu. Oh, there's another one. So we're taking a little bit of damage. Please don't come. Nice. Oh, there's another one. I didn't realize. Why are you... Okay. And of course, I take damage. There's another one over there. I wonder if there's another. I don't think there is another. Ooh, if I choose the target, the game auto-pauses. We're gonna be fine. See? Told you we were gonna be fine. Let's go back for healing. The anchovy pickle includes spices such as cinnamon, black pepper, allspice, bay leaf, cloves, Spanish hops. It's oregano. That's an interesting name for oregano. Cardamom and sandalwood. I have no idea what half of those are. I say half, but really I'm being too generous to myself. I know what cinnamon is, and black pepper. I don't know what allspice is, but I have known. Although, to be fair, I have also known what sandalwood is. There we go. Thank you very much. Bay leaf. I have no idea what that is. Cloves. I know what cloves are. What the heck? You put cloves in your food? No. Really? I didn't know people did that. I mean, it's how things are. I didn't. That's a thing. There's rock inside this ship. There's places that go everywhere. Oh, that's the stealth thing. Nah, we don't do stealth. Administration computer. It's the only computer. Peragas communication control emergency lockdown. Enter the code to cancel lockdown. Unlike the other consoles you've encountered, this console has no access port you could use to slice the system. You'll need the encryption code to unlock it. Let's look for the control override switch. You have found the security officer's override switch. Do you wish to activate it? Yes. That's the one. And security override activated. All droids on level deactivated. Holding cell door force field deactivated. Lovely. And we get 200 experience from that, which I hope doesn't cut me off. It probably does cut me off. That's a damaged mining droid. What's wrong with you? This droid still has power, but it is no longer receiving a signal from the droid central controller. And we can scavenge the mining droid for spare components. We could also examine the unit's behavior core. But I don't have computers. I also don't have repairs. Let's disable the droid to allow it to move by it. And also loot it, I assume. Not really. Well, there it is. What is this thing?
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
Maybe because...
But you have nothing to fear from
I think I know why.
And he might
He's
yet
dumb.
prove useful.
I wonder why his thoughts are difficult to read. I still have no clothes.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Her expression. I'd keep those eyes up and tell me who you are.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Peragas mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Peragas fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
Blowing yourself up?
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Peragas 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
Peragas 2?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma Juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
That explains why they keep talking about the planet like that, or rather, that explains why we saw the planet, because we're not actually on the planet, we're just on the asteroids. Is that why you were locked up?
Do I look like some miner? Look, when I start shooting, I'm real careful who and what I shoot, even when I'm drinking. Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want, but they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
This facility is deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi. Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left? What happened to them?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors of a war. But a war between Jedi?
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian
That's the first game.
Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
That's the story of the first game. What happened between Revan and Malak?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
The rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak and then went to Korriban to unite the Sith against the Republic.
Well, that was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her.
Interesting that he mentions Revan as her. I think Revan is canonically a woman. Of course, in our first Let's Play, Revan isn't a woman. Oh, interesting that we can actually say that. Revan was a man, not a woman. In our game... Oh, no, wait a minute. I was wondering if he says her because we are a woman. And maybe he assumes that, you know, because that is a relatively... not safe bet, but it's not completely unthought of that the developers would just presume that if a player is playing a woman in the second KOTOR, maybe they played a woman in the first KOTOR as well. So let's go with that one. Because, I mean, I explained to you already what the situation. Let's see what he says when we say, how long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
I had some more questions for you.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
He knows I'm a Jedi. Dang it. Stop playing dumb. You must have seen what took place.
From my beautiful view in this security cage?
How do Portuguese people celebrate
I heard
Christmas?
Some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
I really hope you don't use a pistol. I need somebody for the front. How do Portuguese people celebrate Christmas? Particularly, what kind of foods do you eat on Christmas? So, the traditional food is bacalhau, so cod. But it's I think it changes depending on where you are, like how you cook the cod. So my family boils the cod. We like boiling things. It's awful. It's absolutely horrendous. People just don't have no sense of anything. But so basically they boil it with potatoes and with I actually don't know how to... COVID. That's not COVID. You jerk. Yeah, I don't know how to call it. What to call it? It's like a lettuce, but it's not lettuce. It's thicker than lettuce. Lettuce. What is it called? Cabbage. That's right. I knew there was a word for it. So yeah, basically boiled cod with cabbage, with potato. There's other types of greens that we use as well. And that's it. And that's the traditional food, but other people can do different kinds of food. And we specifically, it's common for people to get together on Christmas Eve for dinner, specifically, it's not very uncommon for people to open the presents when everybody is together after Christmas Eve dinner. So basically, you finish eating and you open the presents basically before Christmas Day. Although, depending on how old kids are, or rather how young kids are, you do it the next day because they need to go to bed. So if they can stay up late, you can open the presents after midnight, or close to midnight. Otherwise, they open them in the next morning. And then during Christmas Day, it's common to have a table set with a lot of food and cakes and stuff like that. There's specific cakes that are traditional. But regarding opening presents, so we don't do socks. Generally, there's not a whole lot of fireplaces. There's not the tradition of Santa coming from the chimney or anything. Although through cultural osmosis, there's the notion that Santa comes through the chimney. It doesn't happen because we don't have fireplaces like that in general. Because we don't need a lot of heating. Although there is a tradition. It depends on the parts of the country, but there's a tradition for houses to have a fireplace, but it's not the same type of fireplace that is used exclusively for heating. It's a cooking fireplace. So you'd have it's the hearth. It's literally translates as the hearth. So their older houses have the hearth, and there's the place there still in the kitchen, and that's where people are around there in the kitchen around the fire, and they warm up like that. There's a lot of houses that are still like that, but those are traditionally older houses, and that's the case for my grandparents as well. That link for the image seems to have not worked. Yeah, the second one is better. So, we make a Christmas tree. You have bread in a thing. That is cool. I mean, that is cool because it's used in other things. With other things, I should say. That looks pretty... That's pretty good. What do I see that I would eat right away? It's got a lot of meats. Got a lot of cheeses. Is that walnut? We do eat boiled walnuts. Or baked walnuts as well. That's not walnuts, is it? It's like mushrooms. Oh, but that's like full dinner. No. That's not what we do. We have a table specifically only for like snacks. And what we have bol rei, which is like king cake. It translates as king cake, but it's specifically bol rei, which is it's basically cake, sort of a hard cake with nuts and crystallized fruit and raisins, and it's like a specific type of cake. There's another one which is called pão de ló specifically, which is a very soft cake. It's like sponge cake, but it's very soft, and it's a specific type of sponge cake. There's different types that add other things like eggs. It's very eggy sponge cake basically. That's what you get a lot of things. There's a lot of different different sweets on Portuguese Christmas table. A lot of different sweets on a Portuguese Christmas table. Like I look at yours and that's like a full dinner, and it's like, people are gonna eat that for sure. But like it's not the sweets. It's like you're gonna eat that. That's meatballs, right? I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, Santa comes to the door and gives the gift at midnight. Adelaki, welcome to the stream. You keep getting ads. Oh, dang it. Complain to Bezos. He must have more billions and billions. Not his employees. But yeah, so basically we don't do that. We don't do like the that's the dinner table. But we do we do the dinner table obviously, but we do another table with all the cakes and all the things. There's filhós, there's I'm just saying names. I realize you can't write them because it's weird. Like filhós, how are you gonna write that? A smorgasbord, that's the one, of course. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if I pronounce it very well. But of course, that's why you have the bread. I don't know, of course. But yeah, so we don't do the socks. We basically have the Christmas tree and a little nativity scene. A lot of people do nativity scenes with little, figurines and whatnot. And we put the presents underneath the Christmas tree or whatnot, and that's it. Yeah, that's the tradition. The Spanish have a wild amount of different traditions. Like, really wild things. Like, really, really wild things. Like, spanking a literal log of wood that has a cape until the log poops. It's called caganero, I believe. And it's very famous because Spain is a very big country, so it gets a lot of attention in press. And I'm sure you have heard of it. You might have heard of it. Caganero. Actually, there's another type of... No, the caganero is a different one. The caganero isn't the log. The log is called the tiu... I don't know what the log is, the Spanish log, but if you look it up, you find it. It is basically the tradition of the kids spanking a literal log of wood covered in a cape until it poops the presents. I think it poops the presents or poops something. There's some poop involved. But there's another... The Spanish are very obsessed with that, apparently. There's another pooping situation with the Spanish tradition of Christmas, which is having in the nativity scene somebody pooping. There's somebody pooping, and that's the caganero. That's what it is. You hit refresh. Alright, like I said, dang it. Boy. Read the sec. No socks here too. Yeah, socks are weird. Who has socks? Tell me your plan, and we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down the self-security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here.
The miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I wanted to know if you knew anything, and you don't.
So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess?
I'll switch off the cage, but if you try and run, I'll cut you down without a second thought.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Just stay ahead of me, and don't make any sudden moves. He's Luke Skywalker.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and hey!
What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
You can't open presents before watching Donald Duck and his friends wish you a Merry Christmas. It airs at 3 p.m. and yes, this is tradition in Sweden. Donald Duck. That is a very branded tradition. That's worse than when the US made Santa red because of Coca-Cola. There is something... No. I think there's something that happens around Christmas and New Year, which is called I think there's other countries in Europe that have that tradition, which is people just singing, going through the roads and singing at night, and just going door to door and singing to people house to house. And I imagine this year it's not going to happen. And last year it happens. It's usually related to each parish. Each parish will organize that. So it's very religious. It's very much tied to religion. It's not so much part of the more apocryphal aspect of Christmas. The songs are not necessarily Christmas religion related, but a lot of them are. And just go around singing, and it's usually groups of 10, 20, maybe more people, but usually around there. And maybe there's going to be instruments, other times just a cappella, and they go door to door, and people will sometimes invite them home and just eat some stuff. So some houses, some richer houses, usually will have the tradition and already have the familiarity with the people that do go around singing, because it's usually the same faces year in, year out. So they'll have the tradition of already having the table set, and that sort of ties into what I was talking about, the table. It's not just the table of food where you have the potatoes and the cod. It's specifically the table of the sweets with the cakes and all that. And they will have the table set to welcome the people who sing, so they get into their houses, and because it's big houses, they can host big numbers of people, like 20 people, and getting into your house is a lot of people. But you have the table, and they'll eat and hang out for a little bit, and then go on in their go back to the cold, because it's cold outside, so you go back and sing and go on to the next house. And so people will give them food, or people will give them money, because it's also related to the because the parish is involved, the specifically Catholic parish is involved. It's usually related to the funds of the church. So it's like there's the donation aspect of it as well. It usually has 3 million people watching it, and that's like 1/3 of the population. Yeah. Here, we don't do that. We just open the presents. I mean, it depends. The thing is, I'm talking from my own perspective. My Yeah, I just usually go to my grandparents, and I arrive at 6 p.m. and I eat something because the table is already there. I eat something. They don't want me to eat it, but I eat something very quick. Some like there's so many. I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture this. Well, I say I'll take a picture this year. I will go to my grandparents this year. But I don't know if they're gonna have a big table. But I could share it on Discord later, because there's all sorts of cakes. All sorts of cakes. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just on the small cakes alone, there's like 5 types that you can make. They're not overly difficult to make, so you can just make them yourself, even if it's for a few people. There's 5 different types, just off the top of my head, and then there's big cakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And usually there's an extra one, and then there's the desserts. And that's not, I'm like, that table of the sweets is not, that's not desserts. I mean, that is desserts the next day. But on the, on Christmas Eve, there's usually like a dessert, a proper dessert. Like usually some gelato or something. So, then summon the big table. Did you mean surround a big table, or summon a big table? It's like a smorgasbord, but it's better because it's not sandwiches. It's cakes. So that's why I keep saying, you know, come to Portugal. We have cakes. Although don't do it this year because of COVID. My God, that wouldn't be standard procedure in an emergency lockdown.
No, someone tried to lock.
I have no repair. How did I know that?
And leave us here, trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this console?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Can we contact the miners?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
Maybe there's something logged in the terminal that can give us some answers.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Wow. I don't even know what choices I made that made me go into the dark side. I like the sound of it, though. It's like, yes, decisions have been made. Consequences. We didn't have this before, did we? I don't remember. So check administration logs. So we have these logs. These are not the same logs, were they?
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master...
It is HK-47.
...was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true.
It was HK-47 then. And he didn't kill... I mean, I hope he didn't kill the robots. But he probably did kill the robots. He's gonna be our best friend. Let's see what the other one is.
Inventoried the bodies and
is this the one we play as Trooper?
The protocol droid storage.
I don't know.
The T3 droid had seized up, so we left
It's the
it in
second
storage
one.
in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's a... trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Corda's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
So I'm thinking our character is canonically the same character from the first game. I think that is the implication. If HK-47 is here. And of course, you know, it could be somebody. What I'm saying is it could be another Jedi, I suppose. Although, maybe not. But anyway, I think, yeah, we're just playing the same character from the first game. Let's access comm system, dormitories. There's no response. Hangar Bay 25. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there is a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is a utility droid on the other end. It's our friend. Can you read me? No, let's go to the second one. Is anyone there? Answer me. You don't eat all the food at once. It's like 5-7 course buffet. Yeah. Beginning with fish courses and then cold sliced meats in the warm dishes and last dessert and cheese plate. Yeah, I understand. That's basically the other table is the same thing. You're not supposed to eat it all because it's just big amount of cakes. You eat it over. Usually, what happens is you eat it over the Christmas Day because you're just hanging out. So you eat it over Christmas Day, and then the what remains of it, you eat it over the rest of the week, because until it's time to do it all again on New Year's Eve, because basically it's the same procedure, it's except the presents. It's basically the same exact thing, except the presents. You still have the Christmas tree as well. Spain only opens presents on the 8th of January. Did you know that? I don't know if it happens everywhere else. In like ex-colonies of Spain and stuff. Yeah, but Spain only opens on the King's Day, I think, or something. King's Day, or anyway. Are you operational? I need another route off this level now. There must be emergency hatches. Try to find one. Don't question my orders, just follow them. That's what I tell you. The tutorial did a really good job getting us acquainted with little... I don't remember his name. T3M4. Oh yeah, this is from the first game as well. If you don't play the first... Obviously, if you play the first game, you know who T3M4 is. But otherwise, we're acknowledged with him. We know he saved us. He saved the freaking ship. It was amazing. And, of course, now our character is being rude, but that's just how our character do. On New Year's, it's usually just regular, but fancy food, not courses. Ah, I see. I mean, yeah, because if you have the smorgasbord, that's a lot of work. Some things over here. What's that sound? I don't like that sound. Friends? Okay, this is not where we are. This is a whole new map. Okay. Chemicals, sonic grenade, all good things. And of course, there's a sealed door over here that needs to be bashed. A little bit. Okay, how about this one? It's low security, so it shouldn't be a problem. Ah, dang it. Oh, that was a one-shot kill right there. That's what I'm talking about. I really don't want to take damage, though. Woohoo! We did not take damage, and the reason why I don't want to take damage is because I might have to equip other things. Because we have the droid neural pacifier. It's a specific type of weapon. And we have a droid optimized interface, so we share the same inventory from the rest of the team, I think. An attack modifier, an awareness skill increase, and this module reprograms the droid systems to allow upgrades that normally would be too advanced for the droid to handle. That's not a problem. We don't need that right now. So that's pretty good. Let's continue. See what we have over here in these remains. Minor sonic detonator. It's not a minor, it's a minor. Okay, I think I need to go this way. Okay. Shoot it from up here. These spider... Oh, crap! Woohoo! Okay. Are we good? Yeah, there's nothing to loot. I will be lurking, says Arilagi, and preparing for cooking. And that casserole I mentioned is eaten at Christmas, says Jung, and was in the photo. Yeah, I saw it. I actually noticed. Some money, some med kits, and all that. I think we're going the right direction, though, which is highly irregular. Yep. And this is the beauty of editing. When I do the Let's Play out of this, none of this is going to be a problem. In fact, nothing is going to be a problem because I just edit properly. It's amazing. I'll have to do it because the first episode is going up tomorrow, so I'm not really sure. Let's go up here. Oh. Okay, maybe this was the right direction. There's the Ebon Hawk. It's not looking too bad. Journal entry added. Yes, I probably should read it. T3 has found the Ebon Hawk in Anger Bay 25. Now it's just a matter of finding a way to get Adelaide down to the hangar bay. And I do apologize because I don't know how to pronounce the name very well. I keep wanting to pronounce it like the Portuguese version, but it just doesn't fit in my mouth when I... It's a fuel depot door. This emergency blast door is magnetically sealed, and yeah, you wouldn't be able to open it because that sounds like a very specific type of door. But yeah, it doesn't... English is complicated. See what I can do over here. Lovely. Repair kits. And another one on this side. Wait, are we playing as a droid all the time, or just this mission? Yeah, well, the droid is a companion, so we're using the droid right now to do a part of the mission because we're separated. The beginning of the game is really, I think, is really good. The tutorial is basically all the droid, you learning the systems of the game and saving your main character. It's lovely. It's amazing. I love it. That's the drawback of editing. Some repairs. And the hangar control. Diagnostic systems damaged. Several parts have been removed from this console, and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Can we do anything about this? We don't have parts, though. You'll need to get some basic parts to restore the console. Yeah, that's gonna be something in it. Anger Bay door. We do have this door over here. Oh, we need to bash it. Someone has purposely welded this door shut. You'll need to blast it open with explosives. Well, I don't have explosives. That's why it's so good. This is why it's so good. These levels are so good. Because it's clearly made... Like, it's linear. But it's always like... It's teaching you about all the things. All the, you know, all the mechanics. In a linear fashion through a non-linear level. This doesn't look safe. Broken droid. Components. Well, if we get a... Okay. If we get a... what is this? It's a fuel line, I think, potentially. If we get a working table. What is it called? We're probably going to be fine. And that might be what the game wants from us. Please don't miss. Still haven't taken any damage. Lovely. There's a corpse. Droid Iron Strike. Datapad. We have datapads in this game. Peragas Depot Survey. Purged the fuel lines and I found 3 sonic chargers attached inside. I checked the work logs and only droids have been in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a signal though, or through. I've removed the remote detonators, and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. And now we have the explosives that we needed. Good. We also have Armor Mark 1. And another broken droid. I think we were the ones to break it. Droid Ion Blast Mark 1. I think those things are... They have like a durability. This wrecked droid contains a special droid-based item that, when used, allows droids to perform special attacks against opponents. This destroyed droid contains an Ion Blaster, which is extremely effective against droid opponents and energy shields. It only has a limited number of charges after which it is destroyed. I think that's basically the confirmation of what I just said. But that's actually pretty good. We're not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to use whatever is available for things because we are good as we are. Let's get out. Let's get, well, out of here for sure, but also back up to the door. Is the word you're looking for workbench? It is indeed workbench. I think we're going to need to use our newfound weapon. Just saying. So we have the Ion Blast Mark 1. Using this item, yeah. So we have the pacifier that also consumes charges. All of them consume charges. Let's try and save that for later, because I'm a cheapskate. You know how it goes. Oh, I can shoot from here. We are getting a lot of ion grenades. Okay, let's cancel that. Yes. Thank you. This is bad news. I'm gonna need to stun you. Neural pacifier, yes. And then attack that guy in the back. No, attack this one. Okay. Okay, I have a better solution. Please don't attack me. That is a better solution. That's probably what I should have done. But we didn't take damage, so that was good. It's good. Here's a little tip. Don't use explosives on a ship. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a ship. I don't think it is a ship. I think it's a mining facility. The ship is outside. So here we are. Time for a mine. Sonic mine. Does sonic damage. I almost killed you! This utility droid looks as if it has suffered irreparable damage. I think I might have just killed you. Is that really what is going to happen? Droid flamethrower. That's another usable item. Got some money. A repeating blaster carbine. That's a weapon. It's got a lot of good things in here. Components, chemicals, and credits. And a footlocker. What? Oh, that was him. Computer spike. No, we need the parts, though. We probably have parts. But no workbench. Really? Can't fix you? Nope. What a shame. I'm really sort of scared that the recording is not going to work. Let's see if we can do anything. We have 2 parts. Peragas anger control system diagnostic, functionality restored. Main console commands, access emergency control commands. We can also access the bay layout, but I don't want that. Let's go with the control commands. Inoperative, subsystems inoperative. Let's run diagnostics on damaged subsystems. All emergency subsystems rerouted. Fuel depot terminal. Access to the Peragas emergency subsystems has been rerouted to a fuel depot computer terminal, and the connecting circuits have been burned out with a mining laser, preventing remote access. The damage cannot be repaired. You'll need to find the fuel depot terminal to activate the Peragas emergency systems. Let's also check the status of emergency subsystems. That's going to require a few things, but I can open the doors if I want to. Okay. Anger logs over here. Access docking and takeoff procedures. All incoming and outgoing freighters need orbital drift charts transmitted from Peragas in order to navigate the asteroid field surrounding the mining colony. Without it, any vessel entering or leaving Peragas is in danger of being destroyed in the asteroid field. Let's transmit asteroid orbital drift charts to Ebon Hawk Navy computer. That's good enough. I think that worked. You can download the charts to the Ebon Hawk. That's upload. You can't upload the charts to the Ebon Hawk because someone has encrypted the Navi computer. You'll need to find a way to get them on the Ebon Hawk when you are ready to take off. Okay, then download instead. Can I do that? The drift charts? The orbital drift charts are constantly being updated. If you downloaded the charts now, they would quickly become obsolete. Download the charts just before the takeoff. Okay, sounds good. That's probably going to be a state in the mission. Access hangar logs over here. Contraband.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's.
The reason why it's not going to work is because this game doesn't actually record normally. So I'm using a different function. And it might be laggy and weird. Hopefully it isn't.
Further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough.
It doesn't look bad,
if anybody wants to
but I don't know.
They'd have to blow it open with explosives.
Yeah, maintenance violation.
Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the
Dark Arthur, welcome to the stream.
Before gas builds up to terminal
levels.
It's
an emergency
it's not like
stream.
That ship can go anywhere anyway.
Because I meant to stream last Saturday.
Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the Navicomputer's been voice locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
So far, we have seen... We still need to go back to the computer if we can. But we have seen... sedatives applied to us in a way that might signify people trying to protect us. And, we've seen the droids repair our ship.
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the Navicomputer. It's been voice-locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the Navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their Navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
That's really, really flaky logic there, but it is also the game throwing us a bone and telling us exactly the answer to the question I raised just now. I don't remember the answer exactly, but I think the game really cemented the answer in my head. Let's see. So that's the hangar logs over there. We have the remote camera controls, and we can look at hangar 25 over here. Main cargo hold. That's where we've been already. Security cargo room. Decontamination area. We haven't been back there. And comm system. Run diagnostics on damaged systems. Signal unit destroyed. It looks as if the communication system was purposely burned out with a mining laser. Even if you had the parts, you don't think you could contact the administration level from this computer. Okay. So we could access the layout. I think the spikes there are to prevent us from having to open the doors with a mine. Because we can open the doors... Actually, we're gonna need to spike the doors, unless we can hack them. No, yeah, we're gonna need to spike the doors. Because you can't use the mines. It'd be cool if we could, because, you know, that'd be an option, but... Check the recording. I looked it up, and it seems most people can't get it to work right. Yeah, I checked the recording before I started. Yeah, and I did a brief check on as a diagnosis. I think it's working. I think it's working well. But there might be like some hiccups here and there, and I don't know what's gonna happen because it's I more or less know what it's supposed to be doing, and I recorded the first KOTOR precisely the same way. It was actually a lot harder than this one because the first KOTOR didn't even couldn't even run on full screen. So the problem is that people just like using the game capture system on OBS. And what game capture is hooking up to the DirectX libraries of capturing games. So DirectX 9 and above have specific game capturing systems that allow OBS to hook onto them and record the game. But if it's before DirectX 9, like 8.1 or 7 even, anything before DirectX 9, there's no such libraries, so OBS cannot use game capture. It doesn't have that. So what people have to use then is things like window capture that most of the time don't work. It works for Fallout. It doesn't work for a lot of other games, but it works for Fallout 1 and 2. I do window capture and it works fine on that. But screen capture, which is what I'm using right now, that one usually works for most games. Not always. There's games that doesn't do that. Screen capture works for this game, but the problem with screen capture is performance. Usually it's performance for the recording, but sometimes it's for the game itself. The game itself will lag because the OBS is doing screen capture. I think what is happening right now is that because my computer is a freaking powerhouse, and that basically means it's a new computer, because new computers are so much more powerful. My old computer couldn't do this. Absolutely could not. But this computer it's got 16 threads. It doesn't care for things. So I think it's just powering through it and is recording just whatever it needs. Most people say that you need borderless and screen capture. Yeah, I'm not doing borderless. I'm just doing screen capture, and it seems to be working. Fraps works, I've heard. The thing is, Fraps is always screen capture. Fraps doesn't or didn't use to connect to the DirectX things. It's always screen capture. It's the closest you can get to software input. Is as closest you can get to a capture card. So what I do is, I've explained this many times, but what I do is I actually run a HDMI cable from my gaming computer onto another computer that has a capture card, so that it's just as simple as getting a video feed, and that's how I record it. That's how I'm streaming, but that's not how I'm recording. It's how I'm streaming specifically. So it always gets. That's so much better. The capture card is so much better to record old games. It's like it's amazing. It's amazing. Someday I'll have a powerful PC, but now I stick with a pretty good laptop because money. Laptops are pretty good. I bought earlier this year. I bought a Ryzen laptop, a new generation Ryzen, and that thing is powerful. My God, it's cheap as well, 700 euros, and it's like a freaking machine. Seriously, it's good stuff. And it plays as well. Like the thing with playing computer games is that you can play. Not only do you get to play like really good games that are 2D and really good, or like old 3D games that are really good, and any laptop will run those games. It's amazing. But also there's so many 2D games that are great. Oh my God! Like just look at all the games that I play on my channel. Half of them run on any machine at all. Just you want to. It's like, you know what I mean? It's amazing. Computer gaming. I know people just like playing the new games, and that's fair. If you want to play the new games, that's fine. But if you want to play old games, laptops are there for you. Like, I don't use laptops because I don't need to, and yeah. But I have one now, but that's mostly for music, because it's a good audio processing tool to have. Someday I'll yeah. So that's it. No, that's not it. Access hangar bay layout. Emergency control commands. Open blast door to the fuel depot. I'll probably need to open the other one as well. And I have one spike. The door to the hangar bay where the Ebonhawk lies has had its power conduit surgically removed. You cannot slice this terminal or make a workaround for it out of parts. You'll need to replace the original conduit in order to open it up. I did not expect that. Although, I mean, the thing is, if I had access to the Ebonhawk, it wouldn't really change anything. It'd be fine. I hope the other one doesn't see me. Although it's likely the other one... No, it doesn't see me. Come on, little T3. That's a shot. That's beautiful. Pink. I don't know why I said pink. That's the sound. It's like boink, but it's pink. Except pink is a word. I mean, boink is also a word. How pretty is it? It's pretty. The old game didn't have big levels like this. Okay. Oh. Broken droid. With some things, a motion tracker. Wait a minute, is that what I think it is? Because I know what it is. Oh, I have one already. Yeah, it is what I think it is. Oh no, there's two of them. Oh, well, there's one of them now. I've been so lucky. I haven't been hit a single time. It's like we're fighting stormtroopers. Okay. Stormtroopers are way later in the universe. We're never gonna find stormtroopers. At least I don't think so. Because this is the old Republic. It's prequel stuff, I believe. And now we can go to the fuel depot. Back to the fuel depot. Because we've been here before. However... No, we have not. This is a different area. This is definitely not going to result in us getting killed. Definitely not. I mean, we haven't been hit at all yet, so... We have a containment field. This containment field blocks access to the fuel lines below. There seems to be no way to open it. Really? Okay, well, if there's no way to open it, who am I to say otherwise? There's a fuel control station over here. Access from remote cameras for the fuel line sensors. That looks like explosives that we read about. This fuel line deposits fuel into docked starships. Since no ships are currently docked at the Peragas facility, it is sealed. There appears to be some sort of metal case lying inside the fuel pipe, but you can't make it out. Maintenance level. I don't see anything alive. Entrance to droid maintenance area. Sounds good to me. The droid maintenance area has been sealed by the emergency lockdown. However, new programming has been introduced to keep it from opening even if lockdown is cancelled. There's no way to shut down the field that you can see from this terminal. This means anyone inside the facility is effectively cut off from the hangar bay. Okay, and then we have call-up system log. Within the past day, a series of explosions within the Peragas mining facility has enacted an emergency lockdown. Someone has sliced into the fuel depot computers and created a phantom fuel leak, sealing off the area with force fields to contain the quote blast. It looks as if someone has been using the lockdown to systematically isolate sections of the facility. Could it be the same person that made the robots repair the ship? The same person that locked the what do they call it? The Navicomputer? Yeah. Emergency system schematics. Let's see what we have over here. Status deactivated. But we can open the emergency hatch on the Peragas administration level. Done. Okay. And that's it. That's... Oh. Please don't die, T3. I know. Dang it. How dare you. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband.
No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest.
Hey, I wasn't trying to... Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
We'll see. I don't believe we're out of this yet.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
I somehow crashed my new Vegas modded game, so I can't help anymore with updates and such until that's fixed. Ooh, should I update the last... I haven't updated the last update. Should I do that? I don't think the game crashed for me the last time. I felt a little bit more hangy up every once in a while, but... We don't have a clear run of to the hangar. All that's open is the emergency hatch.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
If it's dangerous in those tunnels, then you're the one going, not me.
Me? You're the Jedi. If one of us has to go, then it's you. Guardians of peace and justice throughout the galaxy, last I heard.
I don't know if I go for the last one or the middle one. I'm gonna really go with the last one because that sounds interesting. It's nothing to do with your version. I was messing with your mod. Oh, I see. Forget it then, you coward. I'll find a way out of this mess. Then leave you on this rock to die.
I'll take coward over stupid any day. I'll keep the comlink on just in case you need some help. Not that I'll come running, mind you.
You have received a comlink. Party members or others may use it to contact you, to help you, or provide information. Ah, that should be a last one, a last note. That's cool enough, though. Oh my god, it's so dramatic. Everything is, oh my god. And still no pens. So, I want, now that I have a computer spike, I want to go back. Well, actually, we didn't explore this yet, but it doesn't matter. We need to go back. And I can do that without a problem. Actually, it's 1 AM, so it is a bit of a problem. And I just solved Alt-Tab crashing too. Did you? That thing is solvable? Because that's actually the only thing that's giving me grief, is the Alt-Tab crashing. I probably should talk to Kreia. Especially now that I'm probably going to find clues of her meddling. Because I think it's her. I think she's the one that's making all this. So here we are. In a medical computer. There it is. Attempt to track the treatment request. The treatment was administered by remote from another console within the facility, 34103. You cannot determine its location, but you would recognize the ID signature if you accessed the console. There is a journal entry added. With computer use, you had discovered the ID signature of the terminal that transmitted the lethal medication order. If you can find a terminal in the facility, you may be able to find out who issued the order. I don't think it's possible for us to find this before. Kreia? Hi.
Yes? What have you found?
I keep hearing your voice as I explore this place.
Ah, yes, I noticed that as well. It may be that our proximity during our long slumber may have had unforeseen consequences.
Unforeseen consequences?
We seem to be able to speak without speaking. Perhaps this effect will pass with time.
Speak without speaking. That's like... Look... What? You mean without talking? There's different words. I don't know. What if it doesn't pass, though?
Then hope that we have little to say to each other, lest it prove distracting.
It's fair enough. I don't care. Just stay out of my head, okay?
I have little choice, and neither do you. It is an advantage to us both, and I suggest we make use of it.
Just stay here and be quiet. Now to look for that console. I really do have very little idea
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
of where it is.
Terminal lifts have been sealed.
I wonder if there's a lot of consoles. I don't remember there being a lot of consoles for for us to explore up here anyway. T3 hopefully isn't dead. Did he kill T3? This got opened. It's the mining tunnels. That's where we're supposed to go. I wonder if it's the security desk. We don't have the ID.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Corda. Listen up, because I'm not going to say this again.
I think I saw this.
One of you Juma heads to try and...
Yeah. Oh, it's not what I meant.
And according to...
Yeah. So we got this. I mean, no, we don't got this. That's not one of them. Let's go back over here, maybe. Let's go back over here. Maybe it's gonna be one of these consoles. I don't think he's supposed to join us, is he? I mean, right now, anyway.
Found anything?
Just checking to make sure you hadn't made a run for it. He was gonna say something, but it's gonna be confined to the people who paused the video to let him talk. Emergency supplies. Yes, this is an emergency. It's only a med pack, though. Not much of an emergency. Damaged mining droid. Disable it. I don't want it messing around with me. Because it will. Okay, that's gonna be that for tonight, I think.
I thought you were going...
You thought I was what?
I thought you were going down into the mining tunnels.
Yeah, that's right. I need to do that. I'm looking for a computer, though. I am glad I disabled those mining droids. I mean, I'm disabling them now, but I did also lose out on the experience. To be fair. No computers up here, though. I think these are exit pods. Or escape pods, rather. Yeah, we're going to end the stream in a little bit. So that's going to be that for tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope you had a fun time.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Let's go to the fuel depot then. And I'll also be checking in on the to see if the recording works properly. Because I hope it does. It's probably gonna do that. But it could not, and if it doesn't, everything is bad and the world is a terrible place. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you had a good night. I will see you tomorrow, same time, for some New Vegas. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.